Welcome back. We are playing Dark Souls 2 once again. I realize I've been saying for a while that we will be playing something else, but and that will actually be happening soon. Right now, though, okay, I messed that up. Let's try that again. Yes, my allergies have started acting up. Okay, let's do this again. There we go. We're still farming Lois souls right now, so we're gonna get straight back into that. Try to waste as little time as possible today. This also means getting back into our farming gear. Old knight armor, interesting. So 41. Except that we're not using spells. Switch to the steel plate. Take off the staff. Reduce our weight by a little bit. There's also clearly 2 more chairs that aren't used here. See, our physical defenses are decent. There's one down. There's a second. Try this again. It's an evil version of Fire Snake that they use. Okay. Walked right into that one. Okay. Okay. Guys, I need a little help over here. There's a critical there. Armor. Slide down as well. Okay. Okay, nothing from that one. Let's see, how many are we sitting at right now? 9. Okay. We need 41 more. That's gonna take a while. A couple different guys we could summon to help us with the fight, but don't really want them to. You can see his feet in the corner. Okay. We're gonna hit here. A few times. Okay, that just canceled out literally all the healing I just got. Okay. Just one of them down. Let's try and get rid of this guy. Of armor. Legs, okay. What in the world? I canceled his spell and he still almost hit me with it. Okay, we're at 10 now. Could go for sorcery, but we've shown that it's about as effective as just hitting them with the sword. Hitting them with the crystal soul spear isn't enough. Which means they probably are a little bit resistant to magic damage. But only to like a normal degree, I think. Oh, okay. Didn't know that fire effect they had as they came out did damage. It's interesting. Legs again. So. If I remember correctly, these guys are weak to blunt damage. One damage is actually pretty good in this game, considering just how many enemies and bosses are weak to it. This should be the last guy. Up on the backswing. I do believe what I'm doing is the best way to farm for these, because I'm pretty sure if you kill the old Ivory King, the Charred Waste Knights stop spawning. Which make it pretty hard to farm them. So we could actually switch over to a strength build for a little while if we wanted to. Using one of our many soul vessels. Next number 11.
Many, but not the king. What if the night? Many, but not the king. What if the night?
Now, let me see. Do they stop spawning after he dies? Because if not... let's see... Okay, so if I kill him, then in order to farm them, I'll have to be in the company of champions. So yeah, when I kill him, they won't stop spawning. Not right away, anyway. But they no longer are infinitely respawning. Whack. first wave before the second wave even properly got in here. Number 12, or quarter of the way there. Two pyromancers. Helmet. Full of lava. Let's go check in with Ornifex and see what we can get for Ava's soul. Another great scythe, alright. Ah, ivory straight sword, okay. I do like this one. What does strike damage? That's interesting. Let's go see our blacksmith. Could use Ornifex, but we want to check the Oh, we also have this one on us. Okay, good. We'll check out that one as well. So I want to take a quick look at these. We like that one. I'll take a peek at that one. Maybe I'll use that. Don't think we can use that, but I'll take a peek at it anyway. This thing goes slash and thrust. That's weird. I really love the design of this one, because this is like a real thing that exists. It's like really long-handled katanas. It also has a special move that I believe buffs your damage and might give you a... No. I'll say it might give you a slightly different moveset while it's active. It's like a 1-minute buff, I think. It's like applying a resin It's not super long, but it is good. It's a great axe. Interesting. We can't use this at all. Don't have the strength for it. It's an interesting looking club, though. I mean, well, great hammer, technically. Good lord. Do we have the stamina to do a follow-up heavy attack? We do. This one doesn't have a follow-up, though. That's interesting. This one implies poison. And has a thrust attack? This is a mace, isn't it? Yes. Oh, it poisons you while you use it. Okay. It's all of our stamina. Can't use that thing properly. I don't think we get the special move set with this one. Yeah. Even if we one-hand it, I think it's the same. Yeah. The only way to get this one's special move set is to equip it in the left hand. Special move set for two-handed as well? No. You have to one-hand it in your left hand to get the special move set. Use this thing though. Look at that short sword. Looks like a dagger if you ask me. But that's its special. Consumes a decent chunk of durability with every swing. Well, hello. Here for the jumping attack. Well, it gets 250 durability, and it's enough to swing it like 8 times. Maybe 25 times. Okay, same attack either way. It's got 30 durability. Swing it once, drops it to 10. Heavy attack. Okay, so it gives you 25 swings before it breaks, which is pretty garbage, all things considered. Yeah, Dragon Bone for that, Twinkling for this. Dragon Bone for you as well. Could upgrade this thing, but I'm not going to, I don't think. I thought we had 25 just a second ago, and now we only have 10. From upgrading one thing.
I'll be around.
Does it take 15 per? Oh yeah, I guess if it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that is 15. So I've been actually underestimating the amount it required to fully upgrade a boss weapon this entire time. Okay, so these do almost equal damage. And I have like 75 intelligence and only 20 strength. So if I go and rebalance, that'll be even more powerful. Let's take 64 intelligence though. This takes 53. Okay, well I'm gonna rebalance my stats for a bit, and then I'm gonna switch back later. Just so I can use this thing properly.
Do you?
Okay. Most things aren't going to change too much. Actually, we can pull out attunement if we're not going to be casting spells with this setup. Let's see, we could go for Sunlight Blade, which would take 36 faith. Or I could just pump into these some more. Let's do that, yeah. And then let's do that.
Now, on it.
So we still got 5 more of those things. And while we're here, let's go gambling. Probably get some upgrade materials out of this.
You, give us smooth.
Yes, you! Give us Silky!
Old whip. Chandler's trident. I'll see if it works if you drop multiple at a time.
You.
No, you can't drop them all at once.
Give us smooth.
Yes, you! Give us Silky!
That was 18 small silky stones. Titanite, Fire Drake, Demon's Great Hammer, Poison Stone, Soul Proud Knight, Bolt Stone, Poison Stone, Bleed Stone, Twinkling, Life Gem, Soul Lost Undead, Amber Herb, Titanite Chunk, Life Gem, Chunk, Shard, Herb, Fire Drake. Okay. Okay, didn't mean to do that. This is hypnotic. Dang it. Okay. Only dropping 23 of these then. Lead stone. Magic. Twinkling. Cracked blue orb. Divine blessing. Crimson water. Twinkling. Dark knight. Fire drake. Proud knight. Cracked red. Magic. Demon's great hammer. Old mundane. Bleed. Proud knight. Cracked red. Crimson water. Old whip. Petrified dragonbone.
Yes!
Faint stone. Cracked blue. Cracked red. Okay. Let's see, put you away. We got 2 more Demon's Great Hammers. Another Chandler's Trident. 2 Old Whips. Put away the Giant Warrior Club. We can actually use one of these with our strength. One of those as well. This. Oh, this thing's actually gonna be pretty useless against them because of this fire damage. Craftsman's hammers. Those are pretty good hammers, actually. Both of these. See the difference between malformed skull and shell. Because I think they technically come from the same guys. Chomp. God, I hate the look of this thing. Okay, no, it's just a parry again. Malformed weapons developed in Aldia. Same as this thing, I believe. That'll also be useless against them. Okay, 616. This one's 450 plus 147. So this has 20 less base, but an additional 49 scaling. 39 scaling? Yeah, 39. So this will be better than this. Yeah, 384. Plus 77, that's unupgraded. And mostly because I... What in the world? That is a fascinating backstep attack. Okay, pretty normal rolling attack. Running, same's the backstep. Okay, and this one has a really fun heavy. Which is not that. Or that. Oh no, it's a special attack, right? Okay, it's this. It's a very silly looking attack, I think. Okay, but we're going to be sticking with this thing. Which we can one-hand and light roll with. Okay, it doesn't mess with our stats. Oh, sorry about that. Didn't mean to whack that. There we go. Yeah, so I shouldn't be able to use either of those now. Should be a little bit sturdier than before, since I have some more poise now. What? Interesting. That's a special attack. Guys, help me. Help. Another soul. Oh. My music died again. Damage on this isn't too different from my Great Moon Sword. My Moonlight Great Sword. That's the name. Okay. Dropped anything? Okay, I have to go do something real quick. I'll be back in a couple minutes. Oh, I was like, oh yeah, I could use pyromancies, but they are super resistant to fire, I think. We can check it out anyway when I get back. Alright, I'm gonna leave you here with the bonfire. There we go. And I'll be back in just a minute. That's the wrong button. And I'm back. I'm gonna do this. Yeah. I should have equipped it. Yep. Let's throw on some more. Our faith and intelligence are both lower than they were before, so don't get quite as much out of it, but still got them. Yeah, the bonus to them isn't as high. I think it was in the 160s, so now it's 117. That's to be expected, though. We'll see how it does against these guys. But I think they're pretty resistant to fire. Okay, it does a good chunk. About 500 damage. If they're not blocking. We're gonna get smacked here. Nope. There we did. Okay. Okay, come on. Let me get the second one off. Another chest piece. Okay, now both the pyromancers are targeting me again. Oh, hello. If we managed to hit the hammer guy with that one too, it would have been pretty good. So, okay. And somehow missed with both. Wonderful. Oh, get me out of here. Shield, okay. I believe the shield has a health regeneration effect. I need to double check if my stream is still working. Okay. My own connection to it is having an issue. That's fine. Now I think I want to swap this for Dance of Fire. Because it has split damage and they are fairly resistant to fire, but I don't think they're resistant to dark. I should probably double check. Okay, they're weak to lightning and resistant to fire, as I thought. So probably pitching in for Sunlight Blade would have been a good idea, actually. I don't know why I say pitching in, dipping in. Putting some more points in Faith for that would have been a good plan. But it's fine. I don't think I can cast, I don't think I can put buffs on this weapon anyway. Yeah. Okay. I do not know the proper distance for this thing. Spacing, I mean. That's what I was looking for. Okay, not terrible damage, but so again, it's hard to get the spacing right for it. No. Thank you. This thing really should do strike damage, considering the blade is all melty. It should not be doing slash damage when it's this melted. Which I think they, the people at FromSoft understood, because they changed it to strike damage in Dark Souls 3. Because the Fume Knight Ultra Great Sword is brought back in that one, which in this one is just the Fume Ultra Great Sword. In Dark Souls 3, I believe it's called the Fume Knight Ultra Great Sword, which is a rare case of them increasing the length of a weapon's name in a later entry. Oh my goodness. Okay. I did not see him until it was too late, and that just shredded my health bar. Holy cow. Alright. 13. Okay, I think I'm just gonna go after the boss normally. I can farm these later if I feel like it. I'll switch to you so we can... Could go for... would give us an HP regen effect. This would boost a number of our stats. Just by a point or two. Well, 4 for strength and dex. Really want the stamina regen from this thing, though. Can swap this out, though, for... put on one of these. This thing for more adaptability. Wouldn't be a terrible idea. This thing boosts a few of our stats. In exchange, we take more damage. I think we're gonna pitch in for this thing. So it makes us almost immune to thrust and slash damage. We're not quite immune, but we are very close. Could switch out for one of these. We're not going to, though. Okay. Jaw! Oh my goodness. I didn't even see that. Come on. I gotta deal with this real quick. There we go. Okay, so we're almost immune to physical damage. We have really low fire defense, though. What we really want is fire defense right here. Okay, somehow that has equivalent fire resist. I guess it's a little more. A little more. I guess we'll go for this because it also gives us some magic defense. Oh, but we really want... Okay, hold on. I think we're probably going to see a more significant difference if we look at chest pieces. No. Okay, we're looking at the like 50s and 60s here. Oh, no, I know what I need to do. I need to switch this for this. That's going to see the most significant change. So that gives us 381, 411. So 30-point difference. It's enough. If we switch to this thing, boost it by 1 more point. Yeah, I don't really care about that little boost. Oh, what we can do, though, is, okay. We're gonna... I might have done that a little too early there. I did. That should have been, right? Okay. Then... here... Might have done that a little too late. Nope, alright. There we go. So now we can throw on Iron Flesh as well. I think we can only have one of these two active at a time. So yeah. Okay, but yeah, if we put on Flash Sweat, it gives us almost 700 fire, or just over 700 fire defense. So with that, should be more resilient to all of their attacks. Since we have, is it like 900? Okay, 800 plus on all physical defenses. We don't really care about strike all that much. It's mostly slash and pierce that these guys are doing. The exception being the great hammer ones. I don't want to get hit by a fireball to see how much less damage I'm taking. We have a ton of poise too. I think we have just over 100 with this full setup. Yeah, we could take like 30 hits from this guy. The fireball does nothing to us. Even the fire snake. So yeah, these great hammer guys actually do the most damage to us now. And they're not really a threat because of how much damage we can do to them. Flash Sweat. I think no matter what, when we fight the boss, we'll always have one little gate. Which means every now and then we will get an extra little guy. Yep. Okay, we actually do pretty significant damage to him, though. Oh, we missed. Got him with that one, though. So, okay. We're gonna keep one of our guys, which is nice. Did he just backflip? He's a ninja flipper. Can you not bully my guy? Oh, oh, oh. Time for phase 2. Oh, missed that one. Oh, okay. I almost managed to dodge it. We'd had a little more stamina. Or if I hadn't inputted for a third heavy attack, that probably would have been enough. I honestly didn't expect to almost kill him in one go. Because that is the first time I've tried to actually kill him. Probably we don't actually need this. We could switch to Dispelling Ring because it's a very, minuscule drop in fire defense, but it boosts our magic defense, which I think is the damage he tacks on in his second phase. Plus, with Flash Sweat, don't really have to worry about it. It's very silly that you're, like, fully capable of doing things in midair while you're falling with air. Yeah. Still taking basically nothing from fire. Most of that is the Flash Sweat, obviously. Got that one. Lost one of our guys. I want to land that attack and see if it's, like, really powerful or what. Wonder if it is, like, a super parry still. Oh god, next wave already? There's soul. Other guy? Okay, sealing off second gate. Flash Sweat wore off. It doesn't provide a lot of healing, does it? It's not enough to really do much for them. So I think we're going to lose the Battle Axe guy, but it might be the Glaive, I'm not sure. Because I think they go for whichever one has the least health remaining. Is the one that goes to seal a gate. Okay, got a Pyromancer. Oh. This guy actually does just pretty high damage in general. Come back here. Okay, they sealed it. Okay, yeah, we did lose Battle Axe. Okay, come on, dude. I was trying to go after someone else. Be polite. Man. Oh. He did it earlier this time. Oh. Of course he came after me the second I turned my camera away. They really like these fast-moving bosses in the DLC. I mean, you know, oh. We're gonna blow up here. No, he just throws us, okay. Oh, they killed my knight. Okay. You're kidding me, he cancelled my Estus. Okay. That wasn't even kind of close there. I think we got him just under half. Not nearly as close as our last run. Let's see. He is weak to lightning. Really should have dipped into faith. Switch over to the this one. I think gives us the closest damage. And we can buff this with resins. Yeah, okay. We could use Sunlight Blade, that would be great. Oh, this thing's heavier than Fume Sword, isn't it? So 26. No, it's lighter. What? Incredible. Oh yeah, putting this on increased resistances. Let's see about upgrading that one really quickly. Oh wait, no, we need yeah. Because, yeah, I don't need quite as much dexterity if I'm going for strength weapons against this guy. Okay, yes, both of these can be buffed. But let's compare the Dragon's Tooth against an unupgraded Demon's Great Hammer. See, 300 plus 116. So this doesn't have as good a scaling, but it doesn't need... No, it does. It just has better scaling. Okay. But if you go to a blacksmith... I think they're both twinkling weapons, so I don't think we'll be able to upgrade Dragon's Tooth very far. But we'll see. Twinkling, yeah. Okay, so it's 30, that's 31 base. This thing's pretty powerful as well. Yeah, that's as far as we can go on that. It's 375. Okay, it's not bad. I think this one is like 450 at full upgrade. Need 2 more upgrades on this, 3 more. I think it would surpass it. So there's that.
I'll be around.
You what?
Oh, we already bought all your twinkling.
No interest.
I think the easiest way to get more twinkling is going to be Shrine of Amana. Thankfully, we don't need that much. These two pretty much counteract one another. Yeah, just about. Anyway. I believe. Oh, Velstat's helm provides physical protection. It's interesting. Let's see. Just need to find one of them, and then we can find it from there. Okay, so Jester's boosts item discovery by 50. Prisoner's Hood. Also raises item discovery, but doesn't actually say by how much. Wonderful, wonderful. Don't care about attributes. Okay. Hmm. Let's see. Okay, Prisoner's Hood. It's 10. There's Tatters, 15. Okay, so it's right to where the Jester's cap instead of the Prisoner's Hood. Symbol of Avarice, 100. Prisoner's Tatters, 15. Watch Dragon Parma, 50. Covetous plus 2, 100. Okay, so now we're sitting at 265 with this setup. Running a bonfire setup will increase item discovery on enemies in that area. Begins at 150 for intensity 2 and caps at 375 for intensity 8. Okay, so it doesn't go up much per bonfire intensity. Okay, this explains how it works, but I don't feel like reading all of that. It says you can also use the Lois Shield to counteract some of the health drain from the Mimic Head, but I don't really care about that, to be perfectly honest. Dude, why are they able to follow me so much further with that specific attack? Yippee! Well, hello. Thank you for the life gem. We'll pull this out because I think it'll do more damage with our current setup. Don't want to spend too much time inside there with the acid clouds because it will degrade our equipment. Wow. this one. I think, let's see, we're at +2 right now. We have 2 Titanite. We need 3 for +3, 4 for +4, and 5 for +5. So we need 9, 10. We need 10 twinkling. That is a waste of arrows. Oh, hello. Rude. Okay. Which one's the Titanite? Nothing from you. My music turned off again. There we go. So nice that I can do it from a keybind instead of having to go to what's playing it. Fascinating. Okay, it would be great if you would let me pick up the item instead of reading a message. Okay, gloves. Life gem. Oh, and actually, corrosive urn. That is a lot faster than using the sword. Another twinkling. Another life gem. And we're back. Hello. We're sitting at 4. life gem. Another twinkling. That was interesting. That initial stage of the attack counts as blocking. Another twinkling. Let's see, we need a total of 13. We've got 6. So we need 7 more. I think this might be the only weapon in the game where its one-handed heavy attack is considered a block at first. Except for, say, I think Great Shields, if you do a heavy attack with a Great Shield, instead of parrying, the bash that it does, I think is considered a block. This thing actually has pretty high defenses, all things considered. Let's see, I'd need a Great Shield to prove my theory. Let's grab this one. Seems fitting after all. Okay, yeah, no, that one's not a block. Oh, you're kidding me. That's fine. Switch off to this for now, just so we can properly use our gear. Life gem, corrosive urn. Come on. I swear. Brings us to 7, I think. These things look so stupid. Yeah. 6 more. Oh, we just got him with the edge of the sword. Oh, right. I'm not in the Company of Champions. So they will stop respawning before I get all the twinkling I need. Oh, random doodles, you're here. Just lurking. It's good to see you again.
Until
I think last time you dropped by, my stream was connecting terribly. While we're here, we can go ahead and upgrade this thing. Yep, I need 5 more. And we can also, while we're here, fix this,
I'll be
since we
around.
just broke it. I'll switch back to you. We've briefly switched back to a strength-based build to go against Ivory King, since I realized that sorcery wasn't doing much against them. Figured might as well just switch back to what I'm really used to. Been playing mage for a while, but this is the first several times I beat this game. This is how I played through it, was various kinds of melee builds. Now that we're Company of Champions, these guys won't stop respawning in the middle of farming. So, that was the wrong bonfire. I need to pay more attention to what I'm doing sometimes. Okay. Let's try and get this right. Okay, again, what's with the missing someone point blank? Come on. Anything? Dang it. It's always the guy out here that drops something. Never the ones right next to the entrance. Obviously that's not entirely true, but it's frequently the case. I mean, yeah. No, none of them dropped anything. Just trying to get enough twinkling to max out the dragon tooth. You only need 4 more. Shouldn't take too long, since we now have the gear for maximum item drop. Okay, come on. It just doesn't want me free aiming today, I guess. Oh, nice. Is that twinkling? Oh, hello. You gotta be careful, because apparently some of our gear, this in particular, has super low durability. I did not realize that only had 20. This thing only has 25, yeah. I understand why that broke so immediately when I got caught in a poison cloud. Gotta deal with these guys so they don't come up behind me. Alright, these guys can drink Estus, I forgot about that. What's so great, if I can hit those guys with a running attack and they don't block it, it is a golf swing, so it'll launch them into the air. It'll knock them onto their backs, I mean. Radiant life gem. Okay. I think it is faster dealing with these guys with Forbidden Sun rather than the sword. Yeah. Nothing dropped, okay. Oh. Crossover and life gem. Nice. Okay. Ink. Somehow he's still defended while he's swinging. Alright. We hate the mushrooms. Honestly, poison mushrooms aren't that bad, but these guys are annoying just because they can break your stuff. Okay. These guys are coming up behind us again. Great life gem. Okay, yeah, I was like, there should be two of you guys. Nothing. I hate that those things have infinite range. Like, I genuinely don't think they ever despawn. I think they only go away if they hit something. Also, Forbidden Sun is interesting because it's the only pyromancy... It's the only orb-type pyromancy that is thrown from the left side of the body. All the others are thrown with sort of a pitching motion from the right-hand side. Or, well, I guess I should say from whichever side your flame is on. But Forbidden Sun, you cross over the body before you throw it, which, if I'm not mistaken, is very similar to... Let's pull them out here real quick. Grab a fire orb and combustion. Because I believe... So fire orb is thrown like this. You throw it from the same side as the flame. That's how most of the ball-type pyromancies work. Great combustion. You do that. You go across the body. Actually, bring it in front of you first, then cross the body. Or Forbidden Sun... Yeah, no, that's the exact same thing. Which means technically Forbidden Sun isn't an upgrade to Fireball, it's technically an upgraded version of Combustion. Even though it is effectively a more powerful Great Chaos Fireball. Great Chaos Fireball specifically because it leaves a little lava on the ground, like a Chaos Fireball. It's one of, I don't know, 3 spells in the game that do that, including Chaos Storm. Okay, Drake Mace. Holy Water. I didn't need either of those. Holy Water has got to be... It's fascinating. I think there's a spell with the exact same effect, actually. Or basically the same effect. Because Holy Water, its special thing is that it does immense damage to undead, to hollows. There's a miracle that does something similar. A Soul Appease. It does a ton of damage to hollows, and does basically, well, it does absolutely nothing to anything that isn't a hollow. But if you're facing hollows, it does a ton of damage. I think it genuinely does, like, more damage than most spells against hollows. Which is great and all, but, you know, the vast majority of the hollows in the game don't have much health at all. Yes, okay, there were 2 item drops. Thought that was the case. Corrosive Urn. Need 1 more Twinkling Titanite. Which means hopefully this will be our last run. Another life gem. Please. Radiant life gem. Okay. I think my old farming route here included the other 2 priestesses over there in the water, but since I am now using a sword and Forbidden Sun, I don't have nearly the same range as I did when I was using Crystal Soul Spears. I think I also used a bow to get the other 2, but it is faster just going after these 3. Though it might technically be more efficient to include the other two. Okay. Why do they get to guard when they're swinging their hammer? It seems a little unfair. Because yeah, that damage, he absolutely had his shield up while he was swinging. Okay, and the priestess dropped nothing. Okay, well, maybe this will be our last one. I realize basically every single time I do that, I'm just jinxing it. Okay, nothing. There's one down. Nope. Nothing. I love the Fume Greatsword. Fume Ultra Greatsword. Whatever. Same thing, basically. Though interestingly, it is actually one of the boss weapons that is scaled to the player, because most of the boss weapons either like remain the size of the one that the boss uses, or shrink significantly. Most of them shrink significantly, actually. This is one that doesn't change size all that much. Come on. Dragon Charm. Come on. Yes! A corrosive urn. Up to 87 life gems. Incredible. Oh, that was my shoulder. That's not a good sound to hear from your shoulder.
Huh?
Da-da-da. Finally. That's regular Titan. Interesting. It's petrified.
I'll be around.
Unfortunately, we can't get any boss armors, because she doesn't sell any of them. We have to buy them from Mullen, which would require us to have spent like 16,000 souls before we killed him. And we did not do that. I don't usually kill him that early in the game, but I did this time, and I have regretted it ever since. Okay. Let's Put away all the things we aren't going to use. Good lord. So many Lois sets now. Okay. Should be everything in there. Think everything there is as it should be. Everything here as well. And we're gonna throw ourselves at the Ivory King again. Except we're no longer item farming, so we can switch to mostly Havels. I believe we need that in order to actually wear everything. 594, okay, but yeah, okay, we can use resins with this. Let's go ahead and buy some more resins, and then we're going to switch covenants as well. Oh. Come on. There we go. Didn't fall off this time. And the guys here are a pain to deal with. You can kind of see them if you look real close. Like there's one of them right there. It'd be great if there were like the Priestess Eye item. I feel like it should allow you to see them. But it doesn't.
I was when I was and I went all it what a farewell.
Okay. And then let's see, I guess it doesn't really matter what covenant we're in, we just want to leave the company of champions, really. I guess we'll go for Dragon Remnants. I don't think we could get any bonuses from being in them, but these guys are pretty resistant to fire. Which makes sense, all things considered.
Finally decided.
Oh, right, he sells Raim and Alon's armors. I completely forgot about that. Okay, what do I need to buy those? I need a lot of souls. Okay, it's 40, 60, 75-ish for a lawn. And then 37, I don't know, change. So it's 74,400 for a lawns and was it 37,200 for Rames? Which we definitely want Rames at least. We do want Alons though. Gonna join the Dragon Remnants for now.
It's all. I didn't want to disappoint. Let me just.
I think if we rank up in his covenant, he will sell us some more items, but we do not have the scales to rank up in his covenant. Hmm. Okay, wait, what? Okay. Let's see. Okay, well. Couldn't find the thing I was looking for, so. Just gonna assume it's not an option. Okay. Alright, well, we've got the gear we wanted. Got our upgrades that we wanted. Got the item we wanted. Put this on. Lose out on the regeneration, but that's fine. Doing almost full Havels. Put this thing on, but I think we're going to stick to this one for the stamina regen. We're not bringing Flash Sweat with us this time. That's fine. This is what we really wanted. By the by, this is one of the most powerful combos for weapon and buff. Actually it's Sunlight Blade is what you really want. Lightning Resins are fine, but, you know, they are consumable. They cost about 1,500 souls each. I think there's some enemy you can farm them off of if you really want to, but just buying them is the easiest way to go. Just sucks because you can only hold up to 99, and they don't scale. That's the other part of that. Obviously, if you use Sunlight Blade, it is superior because it can scale with your faith and whatever talisman you use for it. Or Sacred Chime, I guess, in this one. I'll say that this buff is lasting a lot longer than I feel like I remember it doing. Might last for a couple minutes, in that case. Maybe not. These guys aren't weak to strike, but they are weak to lightning. This thing's already pretty powerful without the buff. Let's just double check that Fume won't. Yeah. Wow. Eating through the durability on this thing. For some reason. Him real quick. Oh, we got our last voice knight. Ah, dang it. I rolled way too early on that one. A little sip. It's gonna come at us again. No, come on, I definitely rolled that one. Does seem a little unfair that he starts his next attack before you even stand up. Let's buff real quick. Okay. Out of stamina. I do not like how fast this guy is. That is my biggest issue with him as a boss. It's just how quick his attacks are. Okay. His buff ran out though. Sip. Boom. There we go. We have to go over to the gate to pick up the crown. Seems like a terrible plan to me. So everything's flowing too. Now we want to go and talk to her. No, it's the wrong thing.
You've got now. Long ago, the dark. How I felt. Now. And until the night. Whether I kind. I am for my.
Okay, one more and we'll get the next one. But we need a total of 50 to get all of that. Honestly though, I think I am about done with DS2 for the time being. So I think we're gonna go ahead and get Aldia. And I think I'm gonna try to end after that tonight. I think I'm gonna try to get Aldia, and that's gonna be the end of this stream. And next time, hopefully, I can come back with something different. Because there's a lot more to do in this game, but I think finishing it off for now, because obviously I can always come back to it another time. Boop. Good lord. This is another boss where the run back is annoying, but it's not because of the enemies or anything, it's just because of how long the distance is. That and you have to switch out a ring every single time. Oh, right, I was gonna... I have enough souls. Before we do that, I just wasted all that time running in there. before we do that, we're going to go and buy a couple of armor sets. The only boss sets we can buy. And we're going to stop by Orn FX to see what we can get. Which again, I'm regretting killing more than one NPC. It's not just Maulin, it's also Strayed. Because I think there were a couple more things we could have gotten from him. It is mostly Maulin, if I'm being totally honest.
Well,
It was enough to get both sets. We could incense something. If we bring in Sunlight Blade, I think I've got,
cheers.
how much incense do I have? 25 Simpletons, 21 Skeptics. I could bring Simpletons, not Simpletons, what? I could bring Sunlight Blade down to a, is that 15 faith requirement? That would actually be kind of funny to see. Let's do it. There's nothing else I really want to use from the miracles after all. Could take something like Climax or Dark Greatsword, Dark Dance, Profound Still, and Promised Walk of Peace. There's Dark Storm and Dark Dance. That's what it was. Recollection and Affinity, yeah. Well, we could take something in here and reduce it, but we are going to do Sunlight Blade, just because it's funny. And give ourselves the ability to use it. And we don't have any particularly strong chimes, of course. But it's still pretty powerful.
Well,
Actually, I need to bring it down to 20, since
cheers.
that's what we have. Because I don't think it'll scale any extra from being lower than... I mean, like, I don't think it scales based on how much extra faith you have. I think all of the scaling it gets is from whatever chime you use. So we're going to want to use the best chime we can. Which isn't going to be a particularly great one. So it can't be Kaitha's. I don't think we have enough faith to use the dragon chime. Let's see what the requirements are. 25, 50, 18, 15, 10. Okay, well, looks like the Priest's Chime plus 8 is our best bet. Could have just rebalanced, brought ourselves up to like 50 faith or whatever, dipped out of Dex. Probably would have been a lot smarter, honestly, all things considered. But because yeah, if we went up to 50, we could use the dragon chime, which has the best lightning bonus of any chime in the game. Got the loose gauntlets and legs. None of the rest of the set. Now let's see, where do we need to go? We want to grab the bonus on the crowns, which means we need to go to the catacombs. Okay, 21 uses of Sunlight Blade, which we can very easily bring up to 42 uses. Okay, well it does enough damage that we don't even get to see how much damage it does to him. It should definitely be a bigger boost than Lightning Resin though, so I can take that off. It's a very short effect though, wow. Okay, that might be because our attunement is quite low, or anything else really. If we put on Sunlight Blade, it should almost double, or the Lingering Dragon Crest, I mean. Should significantly increase the length of time it lasts for. What was that little waddle he was doing? Really doesn't last very long. I think, wow, does this thing have an effect of, like, shorter duration? Or does Sunlight Blade really just not last very long? Let's see, it'd be under equipment spells, okay. Then we want miracles. Okay. Let's see. Duration scales with faith. So 63 seconds at 36 faith. So because I only have 20 faith, it's not even lasting a full minute. Goes up to 99 seconds at 54 faith. It is equivalent to Crystal Magic Weapon and Dark Weapon in effectiveness. Okay. So yeah, I have to put on like North Warder if I want it to last for any decent amount of time. which means probably just sticking to lightning resin would be not a terrible plan. We're going to come and speak to Vendrick because that will apply a blessing to the crowns, resulting in any crown worn negating the effects of hollowing, or, well, removing hollowing.
What do you find?
There we go. Hold up the crown, and it glow.
The rest.
Okay, now I have the blessing of Vendrick. Or Vendrick's blessing. And let's see, Sunken King boosts stats. Iron King restores spells. Ivory King slowly heals you. As you can tell by that effect around us after we put it on. Huh. I respawned all the guys out here. That's interesting. Okay, and the damage difference isn't all that much. Which is likely a result of the fact that we don't have as much faith as we should to use this thing anyway. That and we're using a pretty shoddy talisman for it. Chime. Whatever. So actually we're not going to use any buffs against Aldia. Maybe we are, just not the ones from here. Okay, Dragon Eye Orb we can put away. Or Crushed Eye Orb. That's what I meant to call it. Can't use those things. Can't use those. Nope, nope. Just wasted a bunch of incense on that for no reason, basically. Excuse me. And now, go back to Dry Lake. Put Dispelling back on. We will put the lightning resin back in our hotbar. Go visit Ornifex very quickly. We're going to throw ourselves Aldia a few times. Interesting that a heavy attack from this thing isn't enough to kill the red spider here. Another Zweihander. Okay. The only new thing is the Ivory King Ultra Great Sword. Would have been nice to upgrade the crown or Havel's chest a little more. But, well, yeah. Not much we can do now. Could go farming for some more stuff, but I really do want to try and finish this off here.
Come back again.
I believe we will also get a soul from Aldia that we could trade in. Potentially. Let's see. Oh, we could get Elaim Lois, which is a curved sword from the Soul of Alsana. Hitting an opponent triggers an area of effect heal, allowing the wielder to restore an ally's HP. Interesting effect. Strong attacks pierce shields. Interesting. There's, yeah, Ivory King Ultra Greatsword that we got. Let's see, Life Drain Patch. This one that we could have gotten. Oh, the Lois Greatsword and Shield from the Souls of Lud and Zalin from the Ivory Crown DLC. Oh. Hold on. Does Aldia not have a soul that you can get? Huh. I guess he doesn't have a soul that you can get. It's quite interesting. Make him the only boss in the game that doesn't have a soul you can take. It was quite interesting. Oh, they like built this like retaining wall and they just gave up. So the rest of it's just unwalled. They were like, yeah, we're not bothering. But now, as long as we wear a crown, I don't think it matters which of the four we wear. I picked this one because it provides slight health regen. But now I believe no matter which crown we wear, we will no longer hollow when we die. But it only takes effect while we're wearing the crowns, I think. If we're wearing anything else, it won't happen. See, oh, okay, I was wrong. I was like, I don't think he's here right when we enter. Clearly he is. He's gonna explode, isn't he? Oh, or he'll throw it at us. If you're paying attention to the music, you may notice it sounds vaguely familiar with that piano. I guess it's really only the case if you've played Dark Souls 1, though. I was definitely right to grab the Dispelling Ring. Oh. It's interesting that he just kind of poofs out of existence. While he's attacking is when he's most vulnerable because the fire around him dissipates for a moment. I don't think he's particularly resistant to strike damage, but he's not particularly weak to it either, I don't think. And while his flames aren't there, he also takes a little more damage. It's not a ton more, but it is still more than he usually takes. We don't want to wait for the flames to go down. Yes. There we go. Victory. You get nothing from killing him. Okay, and with the DLC, you now have the option to leave. So if I remember correctly, the implication is you go this way. Either you light the first flame, or you don't. It's a little unclear. You go this way, you definitely don't light the first flame, but it's also unclear what you do. Because this is just going to the throne. This isn't the first flame, this is the throne of want. And there's no way of really knowing what the nameless undead want. The only titles you get in this game, in Dark Souls 1, I believe you get the Chosen One.
You who link the fire. You.
In this
who bear
one,
the curse.
you are the bearer of the curse, and also a nameless undead.
And all of this will play out again.
Sometimes.
It is your choice to embrace or renounce this.
They also made another very interesting choice here, which is that when you do this, this doesn't just send you into New Game Plus. You can also tell that they clearly carved a smaller throne into the throne, because the Throne of Want was originally belonged to the Giants, and so when Vendrick took it from them, he had to make a smaller throne inside of it so that he could sit in it.
What lies ahead, only you can see.
That's not true. That seat I don't think is for Vendrick, because he's also quite large. But it is for a human instead of a giant. Although, actually, no, I take that back. Vendrick was probably the same size as us originally. Because that is a thing, is the more souls you consume, the larger you grow. Sort of. The more powerful you become, which, for most things, results in them getting bigger. For whatever reason. And I believe... yeah, there's no way to skip the credits in this one. I think in every other Souls game, you can just hit the, like, start button. Or whatever, but not in this one. The credits in this one are particularly long because it has the credits for both Dark Souls 2 and Dark Souls 2 Scholar of the First Sin. So you get 2 sets of credits in both versions of the game, I believe. Scholar, they might have cut out the credits for the original game, but they might still be in there because I think Scholar is more or less still Dark Souls 2. They just altered some aspects of it. Like, it still runs on the same engine, I think. It's still the same world map. All that. It's just a handful of things that I think were changed. Mostly enemy and item placements. And a handful of items and enemies that were added to the game as well. Oh, Sunlight Co. It's interesting. CQC and inventory. CQC testers. I wonder if they mean the normal meaning of CQC there. And it doesn't look like there's anyone here for the vote, but next time we're going to be playing something different. And not sure what that is yet. I guess we could go to Dark Souls 3 next. I could finish up my New Vegas run. Wouldn't be a terrible plan. Oh, I think I mentioned it last couple of streams, so I got Pathogenic And I've really been wanting to play that, but I've been wanting to play it on stream. So maybe our next stream will be that. But, yeah. Whatever we do next time. I guess I'll decide between now and then. Tomorrow I get to swap a brake light out on my car, which is fun. Oh, yippee, we finished the scholar credits. Now we're on to the original game credits. And actually, if you look at the credits for each of them, a lot of them are different. Like the lead, or project lead, and producers and whatnot are different people on each game. And the reason for that is, I think it was on this one, it was like halfway through production, they swapped out their like executive lead or project lead, whatever, and they switched out the story and the like direction of the game, and that's why like a lot of the little lore bits in this game don't mesh well with one another, and like the war with the giants seems like it's meant to be a really big thing, and then it's just like a little piece of it. And there's like tons of lore in the background that just doesn't really come through, I think. And that's a lot of that is because they swapped out like their whole executive group halfway through, and all of their project lead and story director, whatever, and yeah, ended up with a completely different direction for the game. But they'd already made so much that they couldn't just like start from scratch at that point. Which is kind of disappointing. I would have really liked to see like both versions get completed. Like whatever it was before they switched, and then whatever they wanted to do after they switched, because they couldn't fully change it. By the time they switched, they'd already made enough of it that they couldn't like go back to the start. Or it would have taken way longer if they'd gone back to the start. So I really would have liked to see both versions. Which I think Scholar is intended to be like much closer to what they wanted after they switched. But, you know, all in all, it's really not that different from this one. Like, story doesn't change much. Because again, it was already a completed game by the time they did that. So yeah, I really just would have liked to see what each version of the game could have been like. Dina and Tillo. That's the crows in this game. Or Dinah and Tillo, however you do it. Ah, there it is. Shield design contest. There were 5 winners. I think there were more than 5 shields though, so I think maybe a couple different people won more than once. Because I think there were 8 total. Let me actually look this up. Huh, no. Okay, it looks like there were only 5. Wait, no. Okay, so one of them I didn't pick up, which is the Sacred Chime Shield. But let's see. I want to grab out a few different ones. It says the Soldier Shield is one. Maybe. But I don't think that one made it. Here we are. That's interesting. Okay, so there were 2 great shields, 2 small shields, and 2 medium shields that were selected by FromSoft, and then same number of each selected by the community. And the ones selected by FromSoft are the ones that actually made it into the game. But some of the shields in the game appear to have been influenced by the community picks as well. A couple of them, anyway. So I don't actually have all of the shields, but this one that I'm wearing here is one of them. The Blossom Kite Shield, which the name of the one in the contest was the Rose Shield. And then there was the Guardian Shield, which is this one. It's the Wicked Eye Great Shield. And the Great Shield of the Raven Goddess, which is the Rebel's Great Shield. And the Shield of Ash, which is the Phoenix Parma. So I'm reading off the name that was given by the design of it, and then what ended up in the game. So this one was called the Rose Shield, and it obviously became the Blossom Kite Shield. The last of the ones that I have on me is the Watch Dragon Parma, which was originally called Dai Sunyan, whatever. And there's one that was a community pick that didn't make it, but this has a very similar design to it, the Porcine Shield. Although it was a great shield with a pig's face on it. This one is clearly not a pig's shield, or a great shield, I mean. The last of the ones that actually made it into the game is the Sunlight Warrior Dark, which is the Sunlight Shield, which you can get from the Warriors of Sunlight Covenant by reaching max rank. Or by reaching rank 2, maybe. Okay, this list is called Speculation Shields, and I think they're pointing out a couple of shields that made it into the game that seem to be in reference to other things, particularly from Demon Souls and Dark Souls 1. So the Golden Wing Shield is one that's mentioned that says it may be... What's this one? It says it may be intended to be the same as the Crest Shield from Dark Souls 1. I want to say this was also a design in the contest, because the Porcine Shield, I think, is one that was in the contest. And the Shield of the Insolent may have also been one, because it looks a bit like... Well, no, that one's a lion's head. This one is... this one's just a profile of a guy, I think. Yeah. But I think the community picks might have made it into Scholar, actually. I could be wrong. Does the page for the contest still exist? There was a link that I clicked that said it was the shield contest, so... Oh, okay, it's on Facebook. I can't look at it. Never mind. Unfortunate. Okay, but at least six shields. I mean, there are 6 shields in the game that were contest winners. So that's the Phoenix Parma, the Watch Dragon Parma, the Blossom Great Shield, the Rebels Great Shield, and the Wicked Eye Great Shield. And the Sunlight Shield, which I don't have. We're just going to put these away. That one as well. Then... Okay, I want to see... I don't think it will, because I'm still on Journey 1. Yeah. Once I enter Journey 2, this sword will glow red. Or it should, at least. I want to see, can I upgrade this thing? It's a nice sword. I like it. Especially after going to New Game Plus, it gets better as you journey further. Yeah, I want to show off this thing as well. So this is... Oh, right, that happens if you two-hand it. If you one-hand it, it's just a normal greatsword. Heavy attack included. I mean, it's clearly heavy, even for an ultra greatsword. Somehow is still doing slash and thrust damage, despite its clearly non-sharp blade. If you two-hand it, just like the Ivory Straight Sword, all of its attacks gain the magic effect, which also, I believe, drain the durability by 10 points per swing. 11 points. I guess the 11 points is only if it hits the ground, though. So you can get about 20-ish swings, assuming you don't hit anything, including enemies, before it breaks. If you swap to the Bracing Knuckle +2, let's see, 98. Okay, it only drops by 5 per swing, so you can get 40 swings out of it, assuming you never hit anything. That's pretty bad, actually. That's genuinely awful. If we switch to this, put you back on, I guess. sure I've got a decent one-handed weapon in here. By that I just mean like a decent weapon I can use in one hand. So I've picked up plenty of weapons at this point. That's also a twinkling weapon. Okay. This is 14. 209 from scaling, though. That's unupgraded. Wow. What if we one-hand it? Okay, that's where we get the drop kick. Should probably have it on the right hand, though, because that's where you get the heavy attack combo as well. Interesting that it gets a normal jumping attack. And guard break. If you could power stance with these things. I don't remember where you get it, so I probably shouldn't try and get a second one. You know what, let's see. Where do you get the Dragon Bone Fist? And therefore, where can you get a second one? Obviously, I'd have to use an ascetic in order to pick up a second one. Malformed claws, mannequin claws, those are both farmable off of specific enemies. Bone claws. Ivory King. Behind a door through a side passage after you go through. At the back of the room full of boxes to the left of the dwelling bonfire. Door has 4 unlit fire stands. Okay, it is there. Just behind the fake wall. Okay. I have to use the outer wall bonfire to create another one. Frozen reindeer drop these when summoned as a rare drop. Okay, so I could just farm for it off of those horrible things. Fire stance strong attack does not deplete the durability of Vanquisher's seal ring. Huh? So if I really want another one, I could get one. did want to go along the top of the wall here. What's the easiest way to get there? It's gonna be from the inner wall bonfire, I think. So this should take us back to, yeah. And then, but we want to be up there. Okay, we'll see if this gets us where we're trying to go. And if it doesn't, that would suck. Should though, I think. No, because of that. Right. Okay. Do I want to go to the abandoned dwelling then? Doesn't seem right, but maybe it is. Okay, yeah, it's close enough. Not quite the speedy kill I was hoping for. Let's try York's Spear for a second. Good to know this one can also be buffed. Does pretty good damage when we have the strength and dexterity to use it properly. Of course, it is fully unupgraded. So it actually makes it pretty impressive that it's doing that well against these guys. No greatsword is pretty good, even at +1. Come on. That guy's not gonna follow us too far. He followed further than I thought he would. Double backstab. It's pretty good. Okay, so I should just be going to that bonfire then. So that'll get us here a lot faster. And without having to go through all the enemies. I mean, that's most of the faster part. Let's see, yeah, we went down there before. So right up here, 15 prism stones, not the most useful. Okay. Okay, pretty quick. Okay. Was a little rude. Okay. I believe this opens up the wall over here. Yep. It's a real chest. Do not remember what's in here. Dargo's hat. Okay, that boosts boosts the range of bows, yeah. By a not insignificant amount too. It's not huge, but not tiny. I think, yeah, that just goes there again. It's actually going to be faster at this point, I think, to just travel. I mean, to use bonfire travel. So this will take me. Yeah, I thought there was more on top of the wall there, but this will take me right to where I want to go. Come around to the back. So I love our head sticks out. Hey. This is another. This is one of the areas that people really hate in this game. Okay. Because now it looks real small in there. We need to be moving in a direction, but we can't actually see what direction that might be. Now, I think it's just straight ahead from these things. More or less. Oh, okay, it's over this way. It's not straight ahead at all. Now we have Fiva to help us. And Vengarl. I think this is the direction we want to move in. The snow clears up every now and then. Trying to be able to keep moving this way. It's close enough with the direction I was headed. Mirror hat. Okay, I rolled. Now we want to move that way again. I think you can more or less follow the bloodstains of those who have died, but it's not the most reliable method of getting around. Okay. That guy means we're going in sort of the right direction, I think. I mean, I think this is our next stop over here. I hear it. Ow. This clearly targeted me there. Exhausted. What the heck is? Oh, that's another one. These guys are the main reason people hate the run back for Liv and Solon. We're almost there. They won't spawn in, I'm pretty sure, while you're inside the buildings. Honestly, these buildings should provide you with, like, some protection from the storm. Like, removing some of the haze on the screen, at least. I feel like. Good news is, I think this is a healing pool. Yes, it is. Will make us weaker to lightning for a little while. We want to move in more or less this direction, but we want to be careful because there is like a pit that we can fall into around the boss arena. I hear it. Ow. Ow. Honestly, these guys wouldn't even be that bad of an enemy to fight if you could see while you're fighting them. Okay, I definitely rolled that. Okay, we want to move that right now. And that is an NPC combatant, who I believe is invisible if you don't have the Priestess on. Okay. Directionality of my audio is not that great. Which makes these guys even more of a pain to deal with. Still moving this way, I think. Mastodon halberd this time. Oh, and a great axe. Lion warrior great axe. Interesting. Here comes another one. And they team up. Seems a little unfair to me. Their attacks don't hurt each other. Leave me alone, please. Okay. I'm dead. No? Oh, there's a second reindeer. Okay. I'm almost definitely dead here. Oh, and there's another one. Come on, please run. Oh, I'm running the wrong way now. Is that 4 of them? Why would they allow this? Move this way. Okay, and there's a 5th one. Oh, they can get inside. How delightful. And a rampart golem in here as well. How delightful. Raven Girl, are you soloing 4 of them? That's impressive. That's the boss arena over that way. We're not going that way, we're hanging out in here. Vingarl will die quite soon. As expected. Yes, Fiva. We shall make our last stand here. And we shall not survive. They all seem a little confused, actually. Okay, that doesn't let you see through it. Great, great. Well, killing Hohenzollern would be nice, but I don't see it happening. Oh, and we can't use Aged Feather here. Can we use a Homeward Pone? Dark Sign? No. So I guess the only way out of here is to die. Come at me. Face me, you cowards. What's that helmet he's wearing? It is, okay. Well, that was a horrible experience. I got the helmet that time. Instead of this, let's grab this one. Does this let us farm this guy really easily? There's a shield. We should probably be in the company of champions so that he doesn't stop spawning. We want a higher overall AR. And join the company of champions. I guess it does only affect running. Actually, if we had the Sanctum Knight leggings, they would put the same effect on us. That would open up a ring slot. Oh, it doesn't look like we have them now. Yeah. Oh well. I'll probably do some farming. But, you know, I've done pretty much all my farming on stream at this point. But since I've actually finished the game, I'll probably farm some stuff off stream, and then, well, I mean, you know, next time I'm streaming, it should be a different game. Might come back to this one, try another way of playing the game, maybe. Try a miracle build or a unarmed build, something. Something more entertaining. Who knows? Maybe a hexer. Maybe next time we'll try out a hexer or a pyromancer. So I think I've used plenty of pyromancy in this, and sorcery. Well, we'll do something. Do some farming off camera and whatnot. But yeah, my next stream I should be back with some other game, probably Pathogenic. Just for the meantime. Maybe Fallout. New Vegas, I mean. And then either I'll set up a vote somewhere to see what sort of thing I should do next. Because Pathogenic doesn't really have like a set progression to it. It's a roguelike. Or a roguelite. Yes. Still get those two mixed up quite a bit. Mostly just because they're such similar types of game. We're just killing this guy a bunch to see if we can become a rampart golem. Which I think if I'm not mistaken, we should have the weapon, the shield we have on us. I think we have... No? Okay, I thought we had another one in storage. Have the helmet, have the armor, have the gauntlets. The only thing I'm missing are the legs. We got the gauntlets at some point when we were just going through the area. Everything else we have, the helmet, armor, lance, and shield we got just now. Last few minutes of killing this guy. Having max item drop, item discovery, really does make farming so much better. And this particular situation is quite ideal for farming this item, or these items. This is an ideal farming situation, if ever there was one. There aren't too many spots in the game like this that you can rest a bonfire and then run out and clobber someone with a backstab. That shows what happens when we miss the backstab. And there's the legs. So now... Those are the right gauntlets, yes. We're this guy, but little. We're a littler him. Does that just use up all our stamina? Yeah. I don't know if it's made to use all your stamina, or if it just happens to consume all my stamina. Full set though. I don't think, yeah, I don't think any of the pieces have any effect on them, unfortunately. We can also the ring. If we had his straight sword, it would be more accurate because he did not use this great sword with the shield. When he used this shield, he actually still used his straight sword. This shield was given to him or this sword, I mean, was given to him in Broom Tower. And then he cast away the shield, and he used this sword alongside his little one. And then as you're fighting him, he throws away the little one and switches to just this one. And we can also... have to pull out this. We can also now be a lawn. Of course, it's unupgraded, and this guy's decently durable. Also somewhat resistant to slash damage. The Elan sword is not a particularly powerful one. It's a decent sword, but it's not all that strong. as you can probably tell. Only scales with dex as well, which doesn't help. These things don't have any special move. This thing is quite powerful. I love the heavy attack with this thing because it, like, shoots out the little badoop. It's such a fun thing. This thing is really strong. Holy cow. Hey, no, it's this. So, golden thing. This thing is applying some sort of effect. Does this thing lower? It lowers your elemental defenses and increases your resistances. That's an interesting effect. Okay, it looks like it raises your defenses by varying amounts. Poison by 200. So you bleed by about 70? By 70, yeah. And then Petrify and Curse by 70 as well, okay. So it raises poison by 200 and then the rest by 70. And it lowers your magic defense by 70. 70, 70. Okay, so it lowers your elemental defenses by 70 points and raises your resistances by 70 points. Except poison, which is raised by 200. That's interesting. Dragon's Tooth raises magic and fire defense by 50, yeah. I don't think there are any other weapons in this game that really do that. I think there's a shield or two. Well, yeah, this one, but that's just because it's raising a bunch of your stats. It's not because it's directly raising defenses. So none of them go up by more than a few points. I love this set. It looks so good. Oh, we're still making a little bit of noise because of our armor, yeah. I think this is, yeah, what we're gonna call it. You know, I'll mess around some off camera for the first time since I started this.
Well,
And yeah, next time we'll be playing something
no
else.
interest.
So well, I hope you all enjoyed, and see you all again in the future, I hope. I hope you all have a great rest of your day or night, whenever, wherever you're watching. And in case I don't see you, well, I hope I do.